boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of I Am I. My name is Joshua Ansley, and today we're going to talk about faith, right? Faith! And I'm not talking about that blind faith bullshit. No, none of that. We're talking about a logical progression of understanding how we work and how we operate, right? So what I really want to talk about is the concept of a psychology of faith. Setting ourselves up in a psychology of faith. I've mentioned before one time I think about a psychology of safety. Setting ourselves up in a psychology of safety. So it really actually doesn't matter whether we're in danger or not. It's if we believe that we are safe, then we can properly assess the outside world to see if there's danger, and we can move without the chaos in the mind, and we can take the appropriate action in response. So the same thing is going to happen when we talk about faith. If we set ourselves up in a psychology of faith, right, in that we believe something is possible. First of all, whether you're agnostic, atheist, or whether you have some faith in God, you operate in faith all day, every day. Very simply, you operate that when you come home, you operate in a faith that your home is going to be there, right? You operate that when you take that next step, that ground is going to be there. Of course, you can see it, right? But that's a whole different thing. That's your perception and understanding, okay, I have faith that this is going to happen, that when I step into this space, there is going to be ground there for me to step on, right? Just because you can see it. So, another perfect example is the sunrise. Every morning you have faith that sun is going to rise. They say that faith is the lark that sings while the dawn is still dark, or some shit like that, right? But honestly, you believe, you have faith that that sun is going to rise. But in actuality, it doesn't, right? In actuality, the earth turns and reveals the sun, right? And this is exactly it. It's about perspective. So you have faith that that sun is going to rise, and you're completely wrong. Now, that occurrence is still going to happen. But in actuality, that sun is shining all the time. And that darkness, that night, whether it's the dark night of the soul or the dark night, is actually just relevant to that sun, which is shining all the time. If we choose to see that the sun is shining all the time, we are setting ourselves up into a psychology of faith. And that understanding that it is all about our perspective in how we are relating to the world, right? Okay, so the other choice would be fear, right? We operate out of fear or faith. But in actuality, usually we say fear or love because fear actually is a type of faith. It's just a faith that something really shitty is going to happen to you. That is still operating out of faith. So we want to start to see how much we operate in our lives in a sense of faith, and we start to focus on that. So when we think about faith, we can't just go on blind faith, right? But there are some people who have tread the path already and that know. So there's different ways we can operate and learn to operate within faith. If somebody you know has already gone down this route of starting a business and doing that, and he says, you're not doing that the best way, there's a better way to do this, maybe we should listen. Maybe we should have faith that this person knows what they're talking about. Maybe we should have faith that if there's some teacher that has some spiritual teacher that has some sort of guidance or understanding that we would want and we haven't taken the path yet, then maybe we can listen to them. But it's always about discernment, right? We can't just blindly listen to whomever, otherwise you can get in some shit. And there's some cults out there, there's some religious aspects that would destroy you. So we have to really be aware at all times. But we can start to discern logically, okay, well, this person has this and this and this, and they say this, and this. I've never tried this, and this. Maybe I should just try it, right? Because contempt prior to investigation, where's that going to leave us? Nowhere. So understanding that we are constantly operating in faith, and as we focus on that faith, we're taking our perspective into a psychology of faith. Because the truth is, the way that our mind works, this is really powerful stuff right here. Our subconscious mind is going to find a way to make real whatever it is that our belief system is. So if we believe that we are a worthless piece of shit, we are constantly going to be finding ourselves in situations where we think we are worthless pieces of shit. And that's just going to be, and then we're going to say, see, I told you, and it just perpetuates the same kind of thing. So if we change that programming and come into a place of faith, and faith in love, faith in something beautiful, faith that something great is going to happen. And see, it's not the idea that everything is going to be okay. Everything is not going to be okay. Everything is okay. It is only our thoughts and our minds and a reality that we have created for ourselves that tells us anything otherwise. And I know that you can't possibly fathom that at times. When we're going through this emotional tumult, we think there's some sort of physical danger. But we're talking about setting up a psychology of faith, a psychology of safety, so that we can proceed forward from there, knowing that everything is okay. It's not about identifying with the body and the mind and the emotions, which will tell us otherwise. It's about identifying with something deeper. And if you never contacted something deeper, more subtle in your life, God, whatever you want to call it, and if you don't believe in God, I don't really give a shit. Believe in whatever it is you're doing. Believe and have faith that you are a beautiful expression of divine love on this planet. Believe in yourself. Believe that it is possible. Believe that everything is okay. You've just got to believe. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody's got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you played, 'cause I played them too. Oh, when I need some time off from that emotion, time to pick my heart up off the floor. Oh, when love comes down without emotion, and it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. What? Too much? Oh. Baby! Rest in peace, George.